Welcome to the world of an I.A.R.B.S. Life be lifing, but when it does, just keep on living. I just had an appointment with my neurologist. I've been having some headaches and just wanted to make sure that everything is fine because there was one time I had a horrible headache. But anyway, so today I just wanted to talk a little bit about relationships. And when you're in a relationship, it's not all about yourself because you're in a relationship with something or someone, whether it's your job, your career, or other people around you. And when it's those kind of situations, you have to learn how to not only sacrifice, but how to commit, how to love, but not lust or obsess. In other words, if it's a job, you're obsessing. Definitely do not want to obsess, not even over a career or job, because once you do, it stops being a relationship. It stops being pleasant. And then it just starts being a career or a job or just something that you believe is that basically that you're obsessing over. And I'm sorry that I'm distracted. I'm in a park with people. And so of course I am getting a little bit distracted and I'm in this hot sun. I thought about sitting in the shade. I'm not sure if I want to sit in the shade. It might be better in the shade because right now it is hot in the sun. I'm not gonna lie. I'm a black woman. I ain't got no business sitting in. I'm a black chocolate woman. I don't have no business sitting in no sun whatsoever. So maybe I'll go this way and sit in the shade like I had planned to in the first place. That way I could think a little bit better. I have been trying to be committed to myself as an I.A.R.B. in a relationship but single. I have been looking into different ways to build myself up. And one of those many ways building myself up is caring for myself first, which has been a long time since I've done that. And I'm usually caring for somebody else. As soon as my kids were grown and about to be able to take care of themselves, then I got custody over my grandbabies. At that time they were 2 and 3. Now they're 5 and 6, about to be 6 and 7. So I really never, since I started being a parent, really had time to start caring for myself. Somewhere along the way, I lost myself. So now my life is about me, but I don't want to obsess over the things for me because I feel that won't get me nowhere. I want to be able to focus on myself and also my surroundings and learning how to please myself. And I'm not talking about the bedroom pleasing. I'm talking about different things like eating healthier, or when I'm in a store, don't look at things for other people, but look at things for myself. Just different things that will be helpful in my relationship with myself. Because once that happens, everybody usually at this age, we're looking to still be compatible with someone else and trying to, feel that we need someone else. We don't. We want, and it would be nice if it does happen, but what if it doesn't? Then you're alone. So you just need to stay focused and try to focus on yourself and your needs. Learn how to love yourself, because what might end up happening is you may not want nobody else, which is okay when you're 55 years old. You've done you. You've done life. You've done things in life. Most of you've had relationships that have failed, or have had long relationships and that person may have died or gone somewhere else. And so if you do want another one, that's fine. Like I said, I don't know how to make this camera. It looks like I'm looking away, but I'm not quite sure how to do this. I paused it. That's what that's for. I'm new at this, so I'm just trying to figure everything out. I'm trying to figure out how to make the camera make me look like I'm looking in the camera. I look like I'm looking over to the side. And I don't know how to change that. I'll figure it out. This is one of the many other things that I have learned how to be myself. I want to share my life with other people. How to be an I.A.R.B.S or an I.A.R.C.er in a relationship, in a committed relationship. That's when you actually have someone in your life, but you still, during that time, you do still need to be focused on yourself, even if someone else is in your life. Don't lose yourself to that other person. And then there's those that are taken, TEHCN, meaning basically it just means you're in a relation, you're married, and a committed, highly committed marriage, and that you don't have plans to go anywhere else. You don't have plans to do with anyone else. That's who your life is with now. So in those kind of situations, you still need to not lose yourself. But at that time now, you are committed to somebody else. So you do need to now focus on that other person. You do need to now share 50% of what you want and your needs with the other person's needs. It's definitely not all about you. It's the other person's wants and needs, your wants and needs, how to combine the two of them, and especially if both of you guys have children, and those children are with other people besides with one another. It's easier if you two are together and been together for years and you got it all together. But I'm talking about those who have just started dating, or been in the relationship for the past 5 years with someone else. And especially when you're older, and I will talk about the difference between when you're older, like me, 55, and when you're in your 20s or 30s up to about 35. It's a little bit different. When you're taken, you, like, say for example, when you're 20 and you marry at age 20, because I think my first marriage, I was 25. I first married at age 25. Neither one of us had any kids. I never had kids with that man, but I was clueless about relationships. Number one, I did have my mom and my dad in the picture, but they were not together. And I lived with my mom, and my dad, he did remarry, but I never knew how to make committed relationships or committed choices in a relationship. So there were so many things that I could have focused on, looked into, but it was all about me. It was all about me, my pleasures, my needs. I didn't need to, why does he want me to do this? And it made it hard. A relationship is already hard alone, but there are so many things. And I do think everybody who is young, has never been married or married for the first time, do need some kind of marriage counseling before you ever get married. And then throughout times when you are married. Okay, so then say you were married and you get a divorce, and now this is your second marriage. Well, your second marriage, you do need to focus on what you messed up on your first marriage. First of all, maybe it wasn't you, maybe it was him, but I guarantee you some part of that was you too. Maybe the majority of part was him. Maybe he cheated. That is not your fault. Even if you were not doing what you were, I shouldn't say doing what you were supposed to do, but say you were not in the bedroom, or you weren't cooking, or you weren't as much as he felt that you were. You guys should have talked about his needs, her needs, what you can do, to change those things. When you are married to somebody, it's definitely not all about yourself. But when you are 55, or say 40 and older, 30, 40 and older, and you get into a relationship, now things are totally different, because now you have different issues. Even when you're younger, there's issues too. Like, that person may be starting their career, and you're just not ready to help that person, or you're wondering why that person can't do this or that. Well, when you're 55, there's other things. Say that person is having health issues, or your body does not look the same. You don't have all the same desires that you used to have. So there's so many other things that you have to look into when you are older in a relationship. Amazing. Life is amazing. I'm telling you, the changes. I was sitting here thinking about all the changes that I used to be a little haughty. Oh my gosh. I have to show you guys pictures sometime. Well, things aren't as tight on my skin anymore. I got these little wings on my arms. I promise you, I feel like I'm a squirrel that can fly. A flying squirrel. That's what my arms feel like they are right now. You see these wrinkles on my forehead? Didn't always have those. And this, my eyes, I hate the fact. I think I know I used to have the prettiest eyes. People used to always compliment me on my eyes. But now my eyes are puffy. But guess what? I still love myself. So you have to learn to do that. You have to learn to, first of all, love yourself. Don't focus on all this stuff. If you're looking at changes of yourself, I mean, there are some things that you do need to change, but if you're looking about changing all this stuff, getting face lifts and all this stuff, other stuff to be in a relationship, or say you are in a relationship and he's trying to change you, saying do this and do that. Well, number one, he must not be your age, and if he is your age and he has this thing about all these things that you need to correct that are things that happen when you're older, then maybe he's looking for somebody younger, and no matter what you do, it's not going to matter. So there are so many different things in relationships that need to change. But anyway, I just wanted to say a couple of this and that. Like I said, these are just my starting out. I'm in the park, so it's really loud. I'm at the plaza in Missouri. It's really loud over here. Trucks passing by. I don't even know where that truck is. I don't know if I see it or not. But anyway, I'm just starting out, so it's just like I'm focusing on some things, and there's going to be a lot more focus and a lot more real interesting things that I will start talking about. But just to kind of give you an idea where I'm going with this page, with this blog, is what these first 10 is going to be about. So don't forget, life is lifing, but don't forget to live. You've got to continue to live even when life is lifing. I'm out.